Hello friends, once again welcome to my channel. So in the last session we had seen how we can use S3 bucket with Spring Boot to upload and download any object, any files to our S3 bucket. So in today's session we'll just go a step ahead and we can see what are the various ways through which we can access the contents of an S3 bucket. So one of the way what I found is using Amazon CloudFront, that is content delivery network. Now to be specific, the use of Amazon CloudFront is to cache or to display the static and dynamic contents of any AWS resource, not only S3, but it could be anything from Beanstalk, or it could be from load balancer or EC2 instance. So specifically today we'll be seeing how we can use it with S3 since we are doing this S3 series. So to start with, I've created a new bucket with test CDN and I've uploaded an index.html file. I've kept the permissions and everything as simple as possible. I've not changed anything yet. Just created a normal bucket and uploaded an index.html file. Now to display this index.html file using CloudFront, you know why? Because we don't want to expose the S3 bucket URL to anyone. Okay, even if you're using in any HTML page to display an image or to display static content, we don't want to expose that. Rather, let's be more secure and do it using CloudFront. So to start with, I'm at the CloudFront service. So let's create a distribution. So distribution is nothing but it will take few sets of inputs like origin domain. Okay. Now, if you see, we can display it from load balancer. Going ahead, we'll see that if we have any content to be displayed from API gateway and so on. So this is a bucket what I've created, test CDN. Select that. Now, origin access, our bucket is not public. Okay. So we'll need to create an origin access control. And we don't have any, so we need to create a new origin access control. Just okay, so it will create a OAC with some name, a sign-in behavior like sign-in request. So we'll keep it as it is for now and just create it. So it's just an say a control for like an identifier for the CDN. Okay, you must update the S3 bucket policy. Okay, we'll see that later. Add headers. So we don't want any headers like. So if you're using API gateway and you want to send some headers and also maybe you can use for that. Policies you can use it if you want to show the content from load balancer, which is strictly HTTPS. And if you have a valid certificate that you have uploaded, so you can go for HTTPS. Or you can go for HTTP and HTTPS now. Allow HTTP methods, we'll just do get and head. We don't want all of those. Restrict your access. Now we'll keep it as it is, everything. We'll scroll bit down. Now web application firewall. Now this is like a security firewall layer in your CDN. So we don't want it as of now. We just keep it simple. We don't enable security protection. And rest all let be the same. So create a distribution. Now you see here the S3 bucket policies need to be updated. So I'll just click on copy policy. Go to S3 permissions, scroll down, and yeah, we have bucket policy. We'll just put this here and save changes. Okay, now our S3 bucket is updated with the policy. The policy says that will uh, you will be allowing from AWS CloudFront, okay, to S3 for get object. Now, if you want multiple objects, you can get object, post object, so that we can change like as we want. And what source like will be accessing it. So if for CloudFront string contains this particular. So let's wait. Okay, we have done this. Okay, it's still deploying, so we need to wait for a little time. Okay, we'll continue once it's deployed. Yes, so you see now it's deployed. So status is enabled and we have launch modified. So if you're doing any changes to it, it will be shown as deploying. It takes like quite a while, like I think 2 to 3 minutes to get this deployed. So if you go inside this, you get all the details for it. Like you get the distribution domain name, like uh, how will you be accessing the objects using what will be the domain. So you have the domain name, you have the ARN. Now this ARN is there in the S3 bucket. The policy, like the policy what we added it as a ARN, so it to show tell that this ARN will be accessing the S3 objects. And rest all the settings like initially while creating what all we use HTTP, HTTP to HTTPS and all. So we'll be using this distribution name, copy this and a new tab if I paste it. So access denied. Okay, like now this is one thing. Like we don't need to do anything over here. Just wanted to show that if you're directly using this without any thing ahead of it, like without any object name, so it will give access denied. So that's a like secured way. Do slash index.html. So yeah, this is the content from CDN, what we added in the index.html file. Well, as compared to S3 objects, the index.html in S3, if I go over here, a bucket is private, but still we don't want anyone to, we don't want anyone to know like what is the actual S3 URL. So if I directly click on this, and what will happen? Okay, it's access denied. Like we don't want to show it from here. So we have kept this private. Now, since it's private, we want to show it. But how? Using CloudFront. So that's what we have configured. And here is the result. That's it for this session. Uh, Going ahead, we'll explore more on CloudFront, like how you can use it with load balancer and API gateway. So stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. And do drop a comment if you have any suggestions. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.